part 2. Cha-cha-cha, Innovative English of Italy. Teacher Tim was so involved with listening to Teacher Rita talking, the dancing, and then all of a sudden the broadcast, bink, out. And so we'll bring everybody back in.
Sorry, I disconnected. Sorry, it's
Oh,
not my
no.
fault.
It wasn't you, Teacher Rita. It was the end of the 40-minute broadcast.
Okay.
So I was so involved with your cha-cha-cha dancing that I didn't tell everybody 1 minute, and we'll come back. So,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great. Wow. We'll see if Teacher Michael comes back in here, and Emily's here. Yeah, really, Emily, it's so nice to have you here and showing you're learning online, which is brilliant in the 21st century. Your parents are very, very open-minded. I want to meet your parents one of these days, Emily. We will talk to them with Teacher Toto with the Vietnamese language. So yeah.
Hiding.
Did she run away? Did she run?
Yes.
All right.
She's too scared.
Yes. Well, Emily, the one thing that you can thank her whenever you like is tell her thank you for being there with you in the room as you go online here with us. That's really nice of her. So, Teacher Alexandra, nice to have you here. Innovative English of Russia.
Hello, how is going?
Emily and Kerry, Teacher Rita, you're more than welcome to talk with Teacher Alexandra to see how she's doing and,
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Wow. Are you learning English or another language?
I'm also learning another language, which is German.
German. Wow. Why are you learning German?
When I grow up, I want to become an explorer. So that's why now I'm learning lots of new things.
Now, for example?
What?
For example? Sorry.
For example, Chinese. That's for example. I haven't learned it yet.
Would you like to learn Chinese?
Of course I do. At Mensa school, there's a kid that's from China. Now she learns in Mensa school, which I learned from her a few Chinese words.
Chinese words. Okay, may I ask you, where are you from?
What?
Where are you from?
I haven't learned it, I guess.
Sorry?
I haven't learned it yet.
Okay, I see.
Emily, Teacher Alexandra is asking you, where are you from? What country?
I'm from Vietnam. I thought she asked me to say in Chinese.
Maybe you can, you can say in Chinese.
I cannot.
You cannot? Okay, me neither. But I will try to learn Chinese as well.
Look at that. Wonderful. Wow, look who it is. Teacher Mezerat, very nice to see you here. Didn't know who the Galaxy Grand Prime Pro was. We're gonna have to get your name in there, Teacher Mezerat. Everyone, Kerry, Emily, I already know Teacher Rita and Teacher Alexandra, they know Teacher Mezerat. Teacher Mezerat, you want to say hello to everyone? Are you able to talk? Oh, let me get the microphone. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm so happy because I was not able to. Yeah, I've been trying and I was not able to, mark the time. So today, like I saw teacher Tim's post. So like I just came in here. I'm so happy. I was having issue when to time, when it comes to the, to fix my time. Sometimes when I come in, the meeting is over and stuff like that. Today I'm so lucky, and then I just learned something from it.
Look at that.
And I'm so happy to be here and to be able to listen to you guys. Hello, Alexandra. Hello, Rita. I have seen, hello, teacher Tim. I have seen a small baby girl. I don't know what's her name. And hello to you, everyone. I'm so eager to listen to your conversation.
And Teacher Meseret, as everybody's here, would you be able to share what you are learning about true wellness with Dr. Robert Morse? Because the world is with the coronavirus, and I know Dr. Robert Morse is blowing your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you like to share a couple things to everybody, what you're actually gaining from that human being?
Okay. I would love to. The first thing that, I was an ordinary person and I was thinking like medicine is everything, like it cures everything. That was my thinking. Whenever my kids are sick, whenever my kids were sick and I'm sick, the only thing that I could think of is going to the hospital directly, okay? So I came across with these videos, and then it was like completely, he was teaching the other side, which I have never been taught of. So when it comes to Corona, I've been sharing his videos, and then I've been asking everybody like to watch, to listen and to take notes, because whatever he's, discussing, it's out of what we are thinking. So it makes sense, and then it's true. So what we have to do is, when it comes to Corona, to make it short, because I don't want to make everybody to be bored. It is, they say that it is an infection, right? So it comes from when the house is clean. Even if the Corona gets in, it goes out without making any problem to the humans. If our body, if our house is clean, then it's not going to mess around. But if if our system is already, backed up, then the virus, it's going to stay in, okay? It is a way of, the body is trying, when we are having fever, we are not supposed to suppress the body not to produce a fever. A fever is a way of cleaning out, okay? The body is responding. So when you are having fever, you go to we go to the hospitals and stuff like that. What they are going to do is to stop the fever. But it is wrong. The fever was supposed to be continued, so that the body is trying to, get rid of. So what Dr. Morse was telling, detoxification is, it's an art. It should be done at any level. And when we are having fever, stuff like that, the body is trying to detoxify whatever it's getting inside. It is trying to getting out from our system. So we shouldn't panic. We should be able to stay there. We should be calm, and we should be calm and try the body to cleanse itself. We shouldn't take any, medicine, stuff like that. What we can, the best, fruit itself, the nature, what he was saying is, nature itself cook foods for the people. That means fruits, we are not supposed to cook our foods. The nature by itself, it prepares foods for human. So what we get in, fruits, they ripe in the tree, so we can get them, right? So no need for us to intervene to cook them or to add something. We just have to eat them directly as it is. Nature prepares food for human. So through the process of modernization, what you call it, I don't know, we tend to cook, right? Foods are not supposed to be cooked. Nature itself cooks the food, and the body is a machine. It cleans itself. So what we have to do is we have to keep our body. We've been eating so many things, and then we've been indoctrinated with so many stuff through the process of modernization, which is wrong. So what we have to do is we have to emotionally and spiritually, we have to hold ourselves. Like, we have to be able to separate ourselves from the body and try to let the process take itself. And then we shouldn't panic. We should be emotionally, spiritually, we have to be strong, and foods should not be cooked. The body is a machine that cleans itself. When it cleans, we shouldn't be intervened. That's what I have learned.
Wow.
Thank you. Sorry. Can I give you an advice, my dear friend? Could you post a video with these words? So because we need to be protected by calm, relaxing, and right, correct words, okay? Because the risk is to go in panic. In Italy, I speak in it. I speak about Italy, but also about all the Europe and all the world where this virus is spreading, okay? But if we have the possibility to listen to a person speaking in so relaxing, calm, right way, this is a very good help for all the people who now is in panic, because the most important things, as you said, is to be calm, to be emotionally relaxed, okay? And this can happen when I have the opportunity to stay with friends, to have a help, okay? And so as we have to stay home without any contacts, it's very easy for a lot of people to go depression, for example, to go in sadness, okay? So I recommend you, if it's possible, if you have the possibility, recommend us to stay together, because if I stay together, for example, I have a lot of very big help by this platform from friends such as, of course, Teacher Jim, RD, Teacher John, you of course, and also little Emily, okay? Because it's a big, you can imagine what you can do, what you have done with your words, okay? So I recommend you to be present, if it's possible, in this way, okay? Thank you, my dear friend.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Wonderful to hear Teacher Rita express what the next steps would be after listening to you, Teacher Mesrat, about Dr. Robert Morse. And what you can do is we can tag her in Web Talk.
Yeah.
And then
actually, I have posted whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever Dr. Morse is uploading a new video, the first thing that I do is sharing it and listening in Web Talk. So I'll try to tag Miss Rita as well, so that she can she can listen to him deeply, and it's a blessing to have him.
Thank you. I am sending you a very big hug and a very big kiss. Mwah.
Me too. I'm sending hugs.
Thank you. I've received it. Got it. Mwah.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Emily, did you get a little bit of that big, huge Italian kiss? Emily, did you get any of that?
Emily, I'm sending you too a big kiss.
I understand.
Oh, yeah, Teacher Alexandra and Teacher Mesrat, would you guys like to talk together with Teacher Erdi about the true wellness, what you just listened to? Teacher Alexandra?
Yeah, because in Russia we started having this virus because yesterday I watched the news about it. One of children had the coronavirus in Moscow. I think nowadays we are close. We are close to build some building centers and all the events. Don't we don't participate it because yesterday I visited special center in my city. We closed for 1 month because we should protect us. We should care about our citizens, our guests, foreign guests. But in Russia, it's quite difficult to check our health about the coronavirus because for us maybe it's not so dangerous like in Europe.
So you're saying that, oh, Teacher Mesrat, you go.
Actually, I just want to add, like, when it comes to the country now, I mean, I was supposed to travel back to Ethiopia because of this one. They locked, I mean, I'm in Saudi now, they locked the country. There's no flight out and in. So I'm staying here. Schools are closed because of the fear of the spread of the virus. And what Dr. Morse said, it really makes sense to me. And then it's really, I mean, they're supposed to listen to him. He was advising, like, we are humans, we're not supposed to eat flesh. And then when that protein is there, and our system is backed up. So whenever this virus gets in, it gets worse. And then another thing that I have seen is the medical, the pharmaceutical society, or those people who are working on producing medicine or stuff like this, they're not there to cure any disease. So if they're not going to cure any disease, you can say that, we can see that you can, sit back and ask questions, the same question that he was raising, like, why, if they are expert on the field, why they are not able to produce? It's a virus. It's the main thing that they are saying. It's called, a flu-like. It's common flu-like. They are not even exactly describing. It's like this disease. It's like a common flu cold. So if it is like this, why they are not producing any medicine that can cure it? So if they're going to come up with the vaccine, when it's going to happen? So there is a gap. People should be able to see, and then people should be able to question, and then go back and then do whatever Dr. Morse is saying, because it really makes sense. And then we are just following the medical field like they are the creators, but at the end of the day, they are not curing anything, rather than adding poison to our bodies. So I think it's a time for humans to realize, and then to go back and then do what we were supposed to do, and then take our consciousness back. So we have to be able to do that. I think this is a turning point to think and ask questions. Because it's always, you hear all over the news, they are spreading panic, this much. Then when we wake up, we are going to, we are tend to listen how many people are going to be infected, how many days rate, and then you see the news all over the world. Like fear is spreading all over the world, and if everybody's fearing, then spiritually we're not that much to the level. So whatever the virus gets in our body, it's going to attack. So we have to know the spirituality of our body and the physical body. Then we have to be able to work on that aspect. rather than, you know, we are describing ourselves as a, I mean, only as a body, then we're not going to I mean, go any further. Rather, we'll be caught in a fear, and then we are going to be as that we are not going that we don't want to be. Okay, so the medical, I mean, you know, the medical society that we are looking for, they're not going to give us cure. So from where nature is going to give us, and then we have to be, you know, be a bit, I mean, conscious about what we are told, and then we have to digest, and then we have to try to make logic out of it.
Well, Mesere, I
Sorry.
think that, sorry, but I think that one positive consequences of these terrible moments will be a changing in our behavior, in our attitudes, in our position towards the entire planet and the other people. I think that after a war, okay, you have to go up again, and so I think that we'll can try positive consequences after this terrible disease. And so I am, Brecht, of course, happy because I strongly want the planet change, because otherwise we have the risk to destroy ourselves and giving nothing to the next generations. So the climate, I think it will be a bit more positive, and also our behavior, okay? So maybe I have a big hope after this disease. And anyway, this morning, listening to TV channel, I heard that in Holland, in the Netherlands, they are trying a new vaccine, a new vaccine. And so we have hope can overcome this terrible moments. What do you think?
Yeah, let me tell you. I think we should stay positive, because just imagine how many people die from because of cancer, because of different illnesses, and lots just like happened because of the economical situation. And of course, it's dangerous, but you should stay positive. Otherwise, you can attract it in your life, and we can protect ourselves by our own way. And don't go outside, because lots of events were cancelled in Russia, including international sport competitions, because I think it will be this next week, but it was cancelled because of the coronavirus. I'm trying to stay positive, because I think if you think of the situation all the time, you can attract it to your personal life.
Yeah, Alexandra and Miss Rita. Yeah, I just really, I mean, like the way that you guys are thinking, and I like it. And you know, this time we should think. I mean, we how can I say it? You know, I mean, short of how it's been, it's, I mean, in my own language, I could have expressed it nicely. In any ways, I'm going to try. What we have to do, we shouldn't, I mean, you know, it's what I see in this point is, we have seen like so many things, like, I mean, the medical, I mean, this, the pharmaceutical society or whatever, they are not giving us a cure, okay? They are just there to sell their products. So, you know, what we're, I mean, this vaccine, I'm thinking like this vaccine is a chemical that is going to be injected to, I mean, to make the body not to clean itself, okay? So it's like, I mean, if it is a flu like, hello?
Teacher Meseret, we got you back.
Yeah, hello,
Now,
hello. Am I there?
okay, you're back.
Hello? Okay, I'm
Yes.
sorry because someone was calling me. Sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes, Ms. Dere, go on. Yes.
Okay. So the thing is, we have to make a paradigm shift. You know, the way that we are thinking, the way we were supposed to think, it should shift. You know, this is the point that we should, I mean, sit back and think about what the pharmaceutical, society they were doing. Okay, so the medicine is a chemical that is injected in the body of a human, not to clean itself. Okay, not to clean itself. So if we are just hoping on the medicine that's going to, if we are hoping on the medicine, the chemical that's going to be produced, then we're not going to benefit as a human. You know, it has its own damage. So what we have to do is we have to be able to educate ourselves. We have to be able to teach ourselves that the human body is a self-cleansing machine. It's a machine that cleans itself. So we have to be able to think in that perspective, then learn how to do it. Let our body to clean ourselves. Whatever infection that we are having, then we have to be able to let the body to clean itself. So, you know, as what I have learned from watching Dr. Morse videos for a long time is the body, it has a lymphatic system. The lymph system is there and the blood is there. So whatever the problem in the blood we are having, it immediately kills us. So the doctors are concentrating only on the blood sample that we are having. But every cell is, surrounded by a lymphatic lymph, right? So the lymph constitutes more than the blood. So if we are keeping ignoring what is in the lymph system, at the end of the day, it doesn't kill us like a blood. When the blood is getting up, when there is a blood clot or stuff like that, immediately it shows in our body. So immediately the doctors are trying to, prescribe whatever the research is done based upon the blood, okay? But the blood is not, the most fluid that we are having in our body. The lymph, if we are having a problem in our lymph system, the lymph, it doesn't kill us like a blood problem, okay? It accumulates, it changes to tumor, it changes to something else. So what we have to do is we have to be able to clear out the lymphatic system. When we are being able to clear out the lymphatic system, then we are we are helping the body to clean itself. So that's what, one thing that we should learn. Whatever result is coming from the hospital or from the laboratory, it's based upon the blood system. So the blood is not the major fluid in our body, rather the lymph system. So if there is a problem in the blood, it immediately kills us. So the doctors are only concentrating based upon the medicine is prescribed based upon the fluid that is the blood. But more than the blood, we have the lymphatic system. If there is a problem in the lymphatic system, the medical society, they are not going to tell us, they are not going to help us on this side. So the system will back up. So when it through time, it might be changed to lymph, tumor, stuff like that. Then after that, the medical doctors, they try to intervene. But even if they intervene, they ingest with chemical. That chemical doesn't help the body to cure itself. Rather, it makes it to be not to clean out or to be backed up. So this is the time that we should reflect, and then we should adjust our eating system, and then we should try to be conscious on what we are taking in. That's what I can say. Sorry.
Teacher Mesra, it's so nice to hear from you and you're sharing, and at the end you talk, I'm sorry, apologize, and that what you are sharing, the world does not understand, as you know. They have been programmed. They have been programmed in fear. They are so far away from nature's law that they can't understand what actually the human body is and how do we actually move the lymph correctly. And true hydration is not from this, as so many people have been programmed to think. Unless you are in an area where the water is as natural as coming down a mountain and being clean with the minerals, and it is alkalized correctly, and you drink it right from that stream, then you have an opportunity to actually alkalize your whole human body and move the beautiful lymph, the bathroom, slowly, correctly. And Teacher Mesrat, Teacher Tim, I want to thank you personally because, as you know, Web Talk is a great connector. Web Talk is an idea that says, you know what? We can take care of each other through a platform. By how? Using it and communicating, and we want to share something as we grow together called fiat currency. And what happens is we have an opportunity to take care of teachers with that in the future that will grow, and we can educate each other based on our passion. You have a passion for your human body. And Teacher Tim sharing the great Dr. Robert Morse through Web Talk a while ago, and it attracted you. You listened to this human being. You were the first in Web Talk to actually listen and comment on your own posts about this man. And that allowed Teacher Tim to continue the journey of educating humanity correctly, that we are a living species just like plants and all the animals and the sea animals. And what happened to humanity to cook their food is actually simple. If you understand our journey from the tropical forest, the paradise of, a beautiful climate, we had to move because of different types of ways that what happened to us. Environments changed, not by factories polluting, by the change of the earth and the cycle of the sun. And we migrated to different places. We left our paradise and we went to other places because we had feet that we could do it. And so we went to colder places with seasons, and we didn't know how to actually get something in us. So we started with fire and cooking things. We didn't have fruit around. And so it changed. It changed humanity. That's a long time ago. The heavy program of today is the medical industry. And what they do is the opposite of cure, like you were explaining. And Teacher Tim, listening to every single word. We have Emily here, a 7-year-old. We have Kerry, a student, a high school student. We have Teacher Rita, and Teacher Rita, I know that I saw your comment privately. Do you want me to call you Rita? Or are you talking to Teacher Mesrat to say, she said Miss Rita?
Yeah, just Rita, please. Just Rita, no Teacher Rita. Oh, Aunt Rita. Teacher John called me Aunt Rita. So, because there is another friend, there is Rissa in our platform, and so maybe our name, there is a bit confusion. And so when teacher says Rita, I don't understand, and Rissa answers. And so we have decided, me am Aunt Rita, okay? And
Very good. Well, you know, Innovative English of Italy, out of all respect for who you are and a retired teacher that showed, I love your open-mindedness. You're here. You enjoy Web Talk. You're supporting the teachers without money now. You're commenting emoji. I saw your Web Talk.
Stop, Teacher Tim, because Teacher Tim, you are better than a pill. You are better than an orange juice. You are better of a vitamin pills with all these compliments, okay? And so it's very good. It's a very good thing receiving all these compliments, but just one is enough. One is enough. Thank you anyway. Thank you very much. You are very, very kind. You are very kind.
Yes, yes.
And so just seeing that post of how you would support Teacher John with comments and likes and likes and likes, it's so beautiful to see, actually, in humanity, that we can use technology to support humanity and take away some of the stress of humanity as they go towards jobs to make money to survive. And we bring humanity closer to what their passion is. Teacher John has a passion to develop humanity with what he knows, his own pronunciation, his own language, the fluency. He has a system that's efficient and empowering. So we want to bring that to humanity correctly, naturally, without the thought process on the other side of people in the world having to get money somewhere to give them. We can actually use a platform. So we also want to understand, as Teacher Toto arrives, here's a high level energy. You Rita, and you know, I'm going to slip at times with Teacher Rita, because in Teacher Tim's worlds,
okay, you can.
Thank you, Teacher Rita.
You can. Don't worry.
Zero worries, and thank you, because also Teacher Emily right here, a 7-year-old, actually for Teacher Tim, is a teacher.
Teacher Emily is the best. Teacher Emily is the best. Absolutely the best.
Yeah, everybody is, I mean, the best. And when it comes to Web Talk, really, I mean,
what's about talking about me?
Sorry?
Hello.
About us talking about me.
Because we are saying that you are the best in the world, my dear friend.
And you are the star.
Now I understand.
Yeah. Everyone is very expressed of your personality. Thanks a lot for being here. It's a very big pleasure.
Of course, Teacher Erdi. And I follow you now.
Thank you,
Teacher Emily. Nice to meet you, Teacher Emily.
Excuse me, but I'm not really a teacher. I'm a student teacher.
But I'm sure in the future.
Very great. You can teach others for beginners, for example.
I can teach my whole family.
That's of course. We can name you as a teacher, and so.
So if you are teaching your family, then I mean you're a teacher. Yes.
Exactly.
Isn't it? You are a teacher.
Hey.
Oh no.
Teacher Emily. Carrie is here, you know, from Vietnam. You spoke to her about an hour ago. She's here listening like with you. Carrie, what is the one vocabulary word that Teacher Emily taught you?
I know.
What's the word, Carrie?
About science.
About science. What's the vocabulary word?
Magnet.
Magnet. Yes.
So we were talking, and she was talking about, you know, science, and then I was able to bring up a picture because Carrie said, "What's a magnet?" to teacher Emily. So just showed a picture, and then Carrie's like, "Oh, a magnet," and then he started talking.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
You know, and then